2016's All County Orchestra. My name is David Olson. I'm Orange County Public Schools music resource teacher, and I want to welcome everybody and thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to come and watch all of the hard work that your students have done. You have really worked hard to get them here on time. We really appreciate that. And these students on the stage have done a really fantastic job working to prepare this afternoon's concert. First of all, I want to ask that if you have an electronic device with you, that you turn it into silent mode. You will need it during the course of the concert for taking video or photographs for things, and also for the program for the afternoon. So you will have a moment to call up the program on your electronic device. Students, we need to thank your parents for the hours of time they have spent helping you get to where you need to be for various things, helping you travel to things, giving you the opportunity for private lessons, getting you instruments. Can we just give your parents a moment and thank them very quickly? We want to thank, and if you are here this afternoon, any administrators or school board members, if you are here in the audience, please stand up so we can recognize you. Any administrators in our schools or school boards. Folks, we are very blessed in Orange County to have the arts programs that we do. We are strong in orchestra. Just this year, we have implemented a middle school orchestra in every middle school. We are almost at 100%. I would say we're at 99.9%. And then the next phase, we're working on getting on the orchestras in all of our high schools as well. So we have been very, very fortunate that the arts are strong in Orange County. Being so close to Veterans Day, if you are a member of our armed forces, past or present, or a family member, we would really like to have you stand and thank you for your service to our country. Without further to say, I would like to introduce Mr. Brian Hellett from Freedom High School, who is our All County Chair Coordinator for all of the All County events, and he will guide you through the rest of the evening.
Good afternoon. Thank you for being here on such a wonderful day out. It's so nice. It's hard to come inside for the auditorium, but it's going to be worth it because there's going to be a lot of great things happening on the stage today. Yes, so we're coming into the modern century. We have all our schools coming into the digital age. So we have followed suit with our program for tonight. So if you take out those devices, and I know reception here is a little bit weird, but you can get on there. It is, if you go to ocps.allcounty.org, the program for tonight is going to come up. Now, for those of you who like to have those paper copies, from scrapbooks and everything, the students already have them. They all have a paper copy that they'll be coming home with you. So they'll be following you. And then also, if you just have to have one of those paper copies, on the way out we will have some at the door that you can take away for your keepsakes and for your memorabilia. We do have a great program for you tonight. We have 3 orchestras. So between each group, we're going to take a couple minutes to do some transition. If you could be patient with us. You can see we have a lot of students over there. You're going to hear all of them tonight. And it's going to be a great performance. The first group on stage is our Middle School Honors Orchestra, and I'm going to introduce you to the chairperson. This is Miss Susan, sorry, I'm wrong. This is Mr. Vinny Conrad from Avalon Middle School. He's going to be working, has been working and coordinating for the last couple of days with this group, and this is Mr. Conrad.
Good afternoon. I'm thrilled to introduce the 2016 OCPS All County Middle School Honors Orchestra and our clinician, Mrs. Nanette Grant. It has been incredibly exciting to watch these students grow as musicians over the past 2 weeks, and especially so over the past 3 days while working with Mrs. Grant. Mrs. Nanette Grant comes to to us from Fort Myers, Florida, where she has taught orchestra and lead in Collier County schools for the past 14 years. Mrs. Grant has also served as director of the Southwest Florida Symphony Sinfonietta Youth Orchestra for 11 years. Mrs. Grant currently teaches orchestra at Pine Ridge Middle School in Collier County and is an accomplished clinician and adjudicator in the state of Florida. Please join me in welcoming to the stage our 2016 All County Middle School Honors Orchestra and Mrs. Nanette Grant.
I would like to take a moment to thank a few very special people. First of all, thank you to Brian Halleck, who extended the invitation for me to come here. This has been a total joy, a pleasure from start to finish. I have had a blast working with these students. They have been incredibly responsive, respectful, hardworking, and just plain fun. Thank you, students. I really appreciate all your hard work. I received some special thank yous from various students during the course of the rehearsals, and I could tell that it was very heartfelt that they had been touched by the music making and the learning that had been going on in the rehearsal. That brought back a very special memory for me, dating back many decades, we won't specify, many decades ago, when I was a 6th grader and first walked in. I was invited to play in our all-city orchestra, and I walked into the high school orchestra room on a Saturday morning, and the feeling that just filled my heart with joy and excitement to be there amongst all these other musicians from across all the other schools in town for several Saturdays in a row before we gave a concert I still remember it very distinctly. I've had numerous other experiences since then, but that was the catalyst, and that's where these students are right now. Their first time, for most of them, to get together with other musicians who share this same passion. So that is an amazing experience that no one can take away from them. We think about things that we buy, but it's the experiences in life that really shape us. So this is a landmark for many of their lives as they move forward. And that's what it's about, touching lives and hearts through music. So thank you, parents, for encouraging your son or daughter in their musical endeavors. Thank you for the private lessons that you've given to them, or that you might be able to start giving to them as they really launch into the next level at an accelerated pace. As an orchestra director, I know the behind-the-scenes work that goes into putting on all of this. There's a lot of details behind the scenes, and those people deserve credit, the private teachers and the orchestra directors. And I know that they'll be thanked later, but I especially wanted to give them a thank you. Let's give them a hand, please. And finally, two special colleagues. I don't know whether any of you know Michael Simpson. He used to live in Fort Myers, and he and I shared responsibilities with different youth orchestras. We worked together as close colleagues. I think he's the one that passed on my name for them to consider coming here, and this, again, as I said, is a pleasure. So thank you to Michael Simpson, and a final thank you to Vinnie Conrad. Vinnie Conrad and I go back a while because, first of all, I want to thank him for stepping up to the plate. He's very ably handled the numerous responsibilities associated with the behind-the-scenes work and the coordination of this group, and he's done a very fabulous job and been so much fun to work with. But it's even more special to me because Vinnie used to be one of my students. So Vinnie, would you please come out so I can tell you how proud I am of you?